All right. Welcome to the sideboard. My name's Eric, and this is Subscriber Sunday. We had some technical difficulties, so it is now Subscriber Monday. We will try to continue to do these on Sunday, but for now we're going to do this on Monday. So, welcome to the show. We've got three good decks for you. Hopefully, we'll get three good games out of these three decks, and we'll just kind of jump straight into them. If you do like the show, give us a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. So let's take a look at our first deck here. Now this is brought to you by KruphixMtg. This is Mono Black Mold, as he calls it. Now, by the looks of the deck, it's basically a green-black aggro deck that uses the overall shell of the Mono Black aggro deck with Fatal Push, Dread Wanderer, Night Market Lookout, Vicious Conquistador, plenty of one drops. We have supernatural stamina so that we can get in a little extra damage, make sure that we keep our creatures alive. But that's not all. We also have blossoming defense. So we've got a lot of pump spells, we've got a lot of protection. And then in our two drops we've got Scrap Heap Scrounger, Gifted Aetherborn, making a little bit of use out of that green here with the Resilient Kinras, and then Glint Sleeve Siphoner so that we can get a little more usage out of the few sources of energy that we do have. We do not have any other ways of making energy, but this is it is handy. Glint Sleeve Siphoner has menace in it, and the extra few points of damage that you can get in with it is extremely relevant. At least I think so. And then we top the curve off with a Ronus the Indomitable. Now, looking at the sideboard here, we've got Duress for control decks, Kitesail Freebooter for the same, Walk the Plank for those decks that have larger creatures, Dissenter's Deliverance. This is a really good card for, if we have it and all of a sudden don't need it, we can just cycle it away. And it's really cheap and instant speed, so I really like it. I wish it would hit an enchantment, but, artifact removal is really nice. And then we do have 3 Sentinel Totems so that we can keep that graveyard nice and clean. We do need to worry a little bit about our Scrap Heap Scrounger, but with this only costing 1 mana to play it and then nothing to sack, most of the time we'll be able to just eat something out of our graveyard, play our Scrap Heap, and then sack the graveyard. So really good card for that, especially considering I believe we're going to be tapping out quite a bit here. So let's go ahead and jump into this first game, guys. Let's check that music really quick. What do we got here? So we'll go ahead and join up here with our Black Mold Aggro. Let's get chat where I can see it. Okay, what do we have here? Just a 1 mana, but we don't have a 1-drop. Now, if I had a 1-drop, I might actually keep that hand, but no 1-drop. I think we're just going to have to mulligan this away. And we did get a 1-drop, but now we don't have a black land. Okay, I do think we need to keep this, though, so I am going to go ahead and keep it. We'll at least get to play our Scrap Heap Scrounger on 2. And I don't think that's what we're looking for. We really need that black land. Alright, so the music is changing. Aether Hub, okay. Well, Aether Hub works really well for us here. I think we'll go ahead and spin that for the Dread Wanderer. Now, I know this is a very aggressive line because now we can't play the Glint Sleeve, and if we would have played the Glint Sleeve, then we would have been able to use a second black source. But I'm just going to kind of have faith in the deck that the deck will provide me with a card that's a black source. Look at that. There we go. So neither of these can attack, so I'm going to go ahead and swing. Just in case he has a Magma Spray, I would be willing to save this from a Magma Spray. And I think here we'll have to just play into the Magma Spray. I want to wait before I play the Glint Sleeve Siphoner because Glint Sleeve, I want to be able to keep up the Blossoming Defense. Really want this card to survive. It looks like we're playing some sort of control maybe. They haven't cast anything yet, so I don't really know what's going on over there. Let's take a look here. We'll go ahead and go into combat. And we will attack. Drawing the swamp was really good because that meant we didn't have to play anything before. If we hadn't had a black source, we couldn't have really tapped this, or we wouldn't have been able to go into combat. So now we can freely play the black source. We'll leave this open for green. And we'll just pass the turn. He may counter this here. Yeah, I assume if he has a counter, this will be a good time for him to fire it off. Counter target non-artifact spell unless his controller pays 2. Well. Revolutionary Rebuff. That's an interesting card. Really didn't expect that. I guess he was trying to take advantage of people trying to play around Censor. I mean, it makes sense that if Censor is good, then this would be good, but Censor's good because when it's bad, you can just cycle it away. I think we'll hang on to the Hash Up Oasis, and we'll go ahead and get in for 5 points of damage here. Don't think we'll be using the Fatal Push anytime soon, but next turn we can play the Hash Up Oasis and have double green up to sack it. So we're presenting lethal next turn. Well, we'll see what the opponent has here. So far the deck has come out with a very nice, aggro start. The opponent is digging. He's digging. Did he not find anything? Okay. So we will go with Night Market Lookout here, or no. Do we just put lethal on him? So, if we just play Night Market Lookout and swing, like we can play around a kill spell here. I think we'll go ahead and try it. So we're going to go ahead and sacrifice the desert and try to put lethal on him. We'll see if he has an answer. He has to answer this. And that's game. We'll jump into the sideboard and see what we got in game 2 here. Against blue-red, he had... Was that Ramunap? Was the red desert I seen there? I just don't see a control deck having Ramunap. Let's see. We will... Man, I don't know. We're already kind of good against control. I guess we bring in the duress. We take out the fatal push. I didn't really see enough. I'm worried it's like an Enigma Drake deck. And if it's an Enigma Drake deck, we may never get through it here. Then again, we might. What else can we drop? Let's say we don't need Gifted Aetherborn. And we'll try it like that. I think maybe add Shaper's Sanctuary to the deck. Well, this is a really good hand. We've got 3 lands, and we can play everything in our hand. So we'll go ahead and keep this. We'll start with the, I guess, the Night Market Lookout. That's the most, like, change in life total. However, if he's got just a plain kill spell, I'd rather see it on this. But if it's a Magma Spray, I'd rather see it on Night Market. I guess we'll go with the Night Market Lookout. Unless we pull like Vicious Conquistador, we'll play that. There we go, Vicious Conquistador. This is definitely the card that if he's going to waste waste a kill spell on or use a kill spell on, this is the one I want him to use because it's technically the least effective out of our 3/1 drops. And we still pull one. Well, I would have much rather have pulled a second black source. We don't need green right now, so I'll go ahead and play that. And then let's go ahead and get in. And then we will, I guess, play the Dread Wanderer. If he hasn't killed the... I really want to hang on to the Night Market Lookout. Let's play the Night Market Lookout. This will have more recursion, and this is against technically a control deck. Okay, so he's going to just counter it. Alright. A lot of counter spells out of the opponent. This card's really good. Oh, there we go. I definitely think we play this. We can continue to bluff the Blossoming Defense. Although, did we even show him a Blossoming Defense in the last game? Let's see. Wow, he's going to counter this as well. Okay. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and hit him for 2. And we're just going to keep applying pressure here. I mean, we're only applying a small amount of pressure here with the Vicious Conquistador, and he has managed to counter pretty much everything. So he's got 4 cards in hand. He's countered almost everything. I'm going to give him a chance to counter this Ronus. We'll see what he's got. He's going to Magma Spray our guy. Well, he did have the Magma Spray, it seems. So we'll go ahead and play these cards and pass the turn. We've got a couple creatures in the graveyard, so when we get out our Scrap Heap Scrounger, we'll be able to do some work there. Looks like we did get to play through his counter spells and get a couple creatures on the battlefield, which will be really nice for us. If we top deck a land, we can play Scrap Heap. No, that's not nice. So we're still going to swing here. I'm just going to play the Dread Wanderer, and then I'm going to pump it, and then we'll just swing for 5. At least we get to continue pressing damage. And Ronus was the perfect card to have there in response to him having a Fiery Cannonade. So that worked really, really well for us. And we have enough mana now that we're going to be able to be fairly recursive. If he doesn't deal with this now, we'll be able to, you know, plus it again. Metallurgic Summonings is going to be a little late, it looks like. I think we have lethal right here. So we will, yeah, we'll just go ahead and put lethal on him. And we'll just show him we have it. He's tapped out. There's nothing he can do about it. So we'll just go ahead and do that. He'll scoop it up, and that is mono black aggro, or sorry, not mono black aggro. Black mold aggro, mono black aggro with a splash of green for a little extra flavor. That deck was by one of our subscribers, KruphixMtg. So thank you, Krufix, for that deck. The next deck we have here is going to be a Rug Grow deck, and we'll go over the list really quick here. Let's see, where is the Rug Grow deck? There it is. So this is basically Miracle Grow, and let's see here. This is by Dorkovitch, and Dorkovitch wanted us to play this version of Riddle Form or Miracle Grow, whatever you would like to call the deck. It's basically a Temur control deck that uses Riddle Form and Enigma Drake to, and you know, Cryptic Serpent, along with a few other nice spells to get in for some damage. Now, it is a Deeproot Champion deck. I really like Deeproot Champion in here. I did wish that he would have put a Soulscar Mage, but I understand. In the sideboard, we've got Carnage Tyrant, Fiery Cannonade, some negates, cancels, Glimmer of Genius, Confiscation Coup, and Torrential Gearhulk, along with another copy of Serpent Cryptic Serpent. And that's the sideboard there. So we've got, you know, a lot of answers here, and we have a lot of easy ways to throw things in the graveyard. I believe he did say maybe Censor instead of the Essence Scatter, so you could just cycle those away, but this was the list he sent, so I went ahead and went with the Essence Scatters that he had. I actually like Essence Scatters, so let's jump right into the play lobby here. And how do we... I'm going to post this on Reddit. There we go. Hey, we got a game. And so we won the dice roll. We will be on the play with no green source to play our Aether Hub. We'll have to mulligan this away. I mean, our Attune with Ether. Well, this is really nice. We get a tune into Riddle Form, and then turn 3 we can Enigma Drake. It's not exactly terrific, but I actually don't mind that. Hieroglyphic Illumination. So if we hold off and actually play the Attune later, it'll be more effective. I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to put this to Hieroglyphic Illumination on top. We're just going to play the blue and pass the turn. Next turn we'll play Riddle Form, and yes, I know it's not making the best use of our mana, but I think it's going to make the best use of our damage. Because the Enigma Drake's not going to be overwhelmingly huge when he first comes down, but next turn I will be able to attune with Ether, grab the red, okay, Adorn Pouncer, and a Deeproot Champion. Okay. So, wow, okay. We've got Deeproot Champion, and then I think we're just going to go that route with it. We don't need to have a ton of land, so one moment, guys. Got to check on the little one. So it looks like Lincoln's going to be joining us for the next couple games. Okay, he's got an appeal. So he's going to be hitting us for 9 here. Wow. That's brutal. Brutal. Wow. Okay, so another appeal. That leaves us at 1. Wow. Yikes. Well, I think we have to play Enigma Drake and pass. But that's not going to do us any good because he's got appeal. He can just tap these down. Let's go ahead and get into the next game. Maybe we shouldn't have shown him the Enigma Drake there. And what do we've got here? So, against this aggro matchup, these fiery cannonades seem like they're going to be really good. Confiscation Coup is probably going to be great. Torrential's going to be good, and I plan on killing them. I don't expect them to have a lot of targeted removal. We are going into the late game here. Let's say we take out the negates and worry about being able to counter their stuff. Or, yeah. I think I'll also drop No, the Cryptic Serpent would be great. Maybe we'll drop one Deeproot Champion because we're planning on being the slower deck here. Yes, we would like to play first. Okay, so this is not a horrible hand. We'll have to do some cycling, but I'm actually going to keep this hand. We've got a lot of answers if we live that long. So let's go ahead and... I've actually never played one of these Miracle Grow decks, so I definitely think we're probably going to run this deck back one more game. I would like to give it a much better attempt here. Oh wow, okay, so we'll just play the red source and pass back. At least we will get to play our Enigma Drake on 3. And we can cycle here. No point in cycling until, you know, after he declares attack with his cat. Lincoln wants my headset. Well, we'll take our 1 point of damage. We'll go ahead and cycle our hieroglyphic. And we get Essence Scatter. Okay. Well, we can... When do we want to use that Essence Scatter? Because we know we're getting to 5 mana. I would like to get a creature down. Let's go ahead and play the Aether Hub, get an energy, and we'll go ahead and get a creature down now. At least we can maybe stop the Sacred Cat from coming in, and we'll just pass back. The green-white aggro deck. Nice. We'll be playing this tonight at 8. Well, just waiting on the opponent to decide how he wants to navigate this turn. Hopefully he will come up with something soon here for us. Looks like he's just going to attack. I will block the cat. And looks like he just lets the cat go. Alright, Gnarlum Renegade. And I assume he maybe brings the cat back. We're definitely going to be doing a River's Rebuke as soon as we get the opportunity. What do we play this turn? I think we're going to go with Field of Ruin. And we will pass the turn here. Now the Renegade gets in for sure, but we can actually block the Merfolk Branchwalker here. May cost us our Enigma Drake. We're definitely going to counter that Kanjali Sunwing. Let's cancel that. So let's destroy their Sheffet Dunes, because he's definitely on a go wide strategy here. And we will just grab another blue. Now we'll counter it. Now granted, that gives him another chance to play one of his 16 2-drops. But I definitely wanted to get a couple more cards in the graveyard, thin the deck a little bit more. I want a little bit more action. We've got 2 more turns before we... well, we've got at least 2 more draws on drawing a land here. Well, we can't block that. We have to keep our Enigma Drake. Opt is good here. Well, the little one does not think Opt is great here. I think I am going to go ahead and cast the Opt. River's Rebuke. Oh, wow. Let's just go ahead and draw that. 1, 2, 3. So he costs 4. Let's play him. And we just need a land off the top. Definitely think we're going to have to start swinging in here. Maybe I could have waited one more turn, just held back. But we're going to have to start doing something. We've got to put some pressure on. This card's really, really good. I like Cryptic Serpent. Oh, tapped us down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Does he have Pump? Really need a land off the top. Well, we're at 4. Fiery Cannonade. That's not terrific, but definitely think we're going to be playing that. I think we can only pass. Well, the opponent said that he's testing Deb's deck. He knows that we play test him, so that's pretty cool. That's like that's kind of new to me. I'm not used to running into people that know me yet, so that's kind of cool for me. That's a pretty good feeling. Okay, so we're gonna see what he does here. I assume he's going to try some sort of pump or something. Let's see if the little one wants to go play here. Come on, fella. Where are you going? Okay, so now is definitely when we... Do we? Okay. So the Renegade... And he's going to go into combat with only the Renegade. Well, I am going to block with the Cryptic Serpent. And then I will Fiery Cannonade here. Okay, so we did get our land that we needed for the River's Rebuke, but now we've actually dealt with now that we've actually dealt with everything, it's not that bad. So we'll go ahead and start getting in for a little bit more damage here. He's only got 2 cards in hand, so we're definitely going to be able to start to do some type of comeback, and we've got a lot of pressure on the board here. Honestly, we could just start firing off River's Rebuke just to make sure that we live. And we may have to, because cards like Adorned Pouncer and the Adanto's Vanguard here is definitely going to put some pressure on us. I think we just swing 6 here. Might be wrong. We have to block here with the... He did not spend... Oh, he didn't have enough mana, did he? Okay. So now he's got enough mana. Wow. Alright. Well, it doesn't have trample, and we expected to have to give up something here anyway. So Deep Root Champion. This will be our new blocker. And we'll go ahead and continue getting in. Now, he's got to be on the defensive. There's the resilient Kenra. Unfortunately, it will not be enough of a blocker for him. And Kenra does not give trample. So I think we're going to be going into game 3 here. So we'll River's Rebuke the opponent. And attack for lethal, and we'll go into game 3. Okay, so in game 3, what are we looking at here? Cryptic Serpent was extremely good there. I think I still like the way we have everything, so we'll just run it back. Okay, so we can turn 2 Essence Scatter, turn 3 Tune. Man, that feels bad, but I guess we have to keep it. Little man is not happy, guys. So I think here we need to just keep open the Essence Scatter. Give me one moment, guys. Unfortunately, guys, this is going to have to be the last game. I've got to take care of some stuff. So I am going to go ahead and play the attune here. We're going to get our red land. And from here, I think we'll go ahead and cast the other attune. We'll just grab a blue, and then we'll pass the turn back. Now, granted, we're only taking a few points of damage here unless he pumps, but we're still at 18. I'm okay with that, and maybe that we should have countered. I'm really just wanting to counter something a little bit more important, but unfortunately, most of his cards aren't extremely devastating. Well, we're currently at 1, and I hate to cut this short on you guys, but looks like this is going to be the last game for me today, or for right now. We'll be playing Dev's deck later tonight. Let's go ahead and... So we can't play the Enigma Drake. We can play this guy. We can leave up Essence Scatter or High Spire Infusion. I mean, we're still dead here though. So it was a good game. He definitely just outplayed me there. So you know, good game to the opponent. And you know, thanks for being a sport. I know I had to leave the game a few times. He could have just left, but you know, thanks for being a sport there. But that is definitely going to be game. So there we go. All right, well, that is game, guys. So thank you for watching. We will be slipping in our last deck, which is the Madcap Experiment deck. We'll be slipping that in probably after gameplay tonight. So we'll see you then, and thanks for watching. Oh, I guess I messed that up, right? I had a lot of fun. I hope you had fun. We'll see you next time here on the sideboard.